Hello, everyone. I am back. Today, I will be taking you guys on a field trip around the utility softwares. This is pretty much my favorite, actually, because we'll be talking about the software that manages, maintain, and control computer resources. So I'm very excited, and I don't want to waste any more time. I'm ready to get to the fun stuff. So here we go. All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is device drivers. So I'm going to navigate, and usually with Windows, it'll be Device Manager, where you'll be able to manage any peripherals or manage anything that is connected to your PC. So here we have a list of things as far as like any devices that's connected to the Bluetooth or any audio devices that are connected. Pretty much you're able to see anything that's connected to your computer. So I was going to say, along with like if you have another monitor or another display, pretty much you can just come here and pretty much manage both monitors, just depending on how many you have connected to your PC. All right, so I'm going to exit out of here. The next thing that we're going to talk about is task manager. Usually you guys may be a little bit familiar with task manager. Usually I know that when I was a little younger, usually you could get to task manager by pressing hold and control alt delete. Nothing has changed, guys. It's still the same thing, but today I'm just going to access it here within our search bar. So I'm just going to type in Task Manager. Goes right on up for us. Okay, so pretty much to sum this up, Task Manager basically shows you any applications or any softwares that are running in the background. Say for instance, you're stuck in a software, you exit out, it didn't close for you, and it's just pretty much froze. Usually you can just either press and hold control alt delete, or you can just search in the search box like we did and type in task manager. Pretty much it'll show you all the applications and softwares that you have open here within this list, and just in case if you need to exit out of the application or software that you're having issues with closing out, you could come here. Take Microsoft Edge, for example, and just hit End Task, and pretty much it'll go ahead and close out Microsoft Edge. It's more so like a force quit. And pretty much, like I mentioned, it does monitor the things that are running in your background, and usually the things that are running in your background can sometimes take up memory. So here's a way that you can actually control that. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of here. Next thing I'm going to talk to you about is antivirus software. I'm going to come down here. I actually have Windows Defender, and I did have McAfee. Looking back at my two commercials where we talked about cybersecurity awareness, I've mentioned numerous of times about how important it is to have an antivirus software, which basically it more so helps you keep pop-ups coming up or virus pop-ups, anyone hacking into your device where someone can get any personal information, or try to manage anything on their end. So pretty much having a good antivirus software is very important. Come here, virus and threat protection. And usually what I could do is do a quick scan, and it'll just pretty much scan my device, scan my PC for any viruses or any cyber attacks or malware, adware. That's what it pretty much do. And I love this feature because not only does it keep my PC safe, it actually keeps me safe as well too. So it's very good to have on your devices. I am going to exit out of here. The next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the backup software. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to open this up. Okay. So pretty much the reason why I love the backup is basically you can back up. I just can't explain it. You can back up your device, like your cell phone, or if you have a tablet. But most importantly, the most important thing that stands out to me is having an external hard drive. Basically, having an external hard drive gives you the ability to back up your whole entire computer. Um, you do have an option to, back up certain things that you want on your hard drive, but I feel as if making a backup of your whole entire computer is very cool. Something that you can do with the external hard drive. I never know if you're in that situation where, your computer crashes or you're not near your computer. Basically, that external hard drive gives you the ability to have access to all of those things through that device or through that hard drive. So this is my favorite feature. You can never go wrong with the backup. You can restore any missing files, any damaged files, or any deleted files that may be deleted from your PC, but because you've backed up to an external drive, you still have access to it on your external drive. So this is a cool feature. The next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is terminal. So let me open that up, which is called command prompt. All right. So with command prompt, basically you are able to send your computer any commands here within this window. And not only that, some people actually use terminal or command prompt to do like coding. Coding is real popular in the IT field. Sometimes it's how you make games or certain software or certain websites. So terminal is pretty cool also. It gives you the ability to send your computer commands and for it to do certain things that you want it to do. So let's close out of here. And basically, guys, the last thing that I want to speak with you about is the boot process. Boot process is very, very important. It's something I cannot demonstrate at this time, so I'm just going to explain it. But basically, the boot process goes through 4 steps. Pretty much the boot process is the steps that your computer, your PC, your Mac takes in order to boot up. So the first step for the boot process is activating BIOS. Basically, basic input-output system, just where your computer more so starts up. The second step is performing the power on self-test. This usually tests components of the computer and compare results with the configuration information in CMOS. Okay, guys. The next step, which is the third step, is loading the OS to the RAM. So usually the OS is the operating system and it loads from the hard drive. So if you're, turning on your computer and you notice that your computer is not starting up the way that it should, as far as it's not booting up to the start screen. Usually, sometimes it may have something to do with the operating system. So if you don't have an operating system, then the computer is not going to boot up the way that it should. And the last step, guys, is configuration and customization settings checked and start screen displays. Basically, that means that your computer is configured a certain way that how you customize it. So if there's a certain way that you customize your computer, then when your computer starts up, it's gonna automatically go to how you got it customized. If you ever do a factory reset on your device, on your computer, basically what happens is it take it back to its factory settings, meaning that it's kind of like a basic, simple type of look until you actually customize it the way that you would like to, okay? All right, guys, so we talked about a lot here. I hope you guys enjoyed this field trip. It's always a great time when we meet together. Come back and see me again. Thank you. Bye.